Congratulations are in order. These people won first place for being the most entitled. Swimming. Anyone else find it super unfair that people have private swimming pools and won't share? No. I don't think people should be allowed to have their... Okay. Give me the patience I need to read this. I don't think people should be allowed to have their own closed-off heated pools in gorgeous backyards while the rest of us are stuck with nothing. I don't trust the beaches because the water won't be getting tested. It breaks my heart seeing my little ones upset because they can't go swimming, when all it would take is a few changes to the rules and we can go visit anyone's backyard pool instead of the outdoor beaches. I mean, I understand liability, but come on, let me and my kids enjoy your pool and I'll watch my kids as they swim. During a pandemic, this is about giving to those who don't have what you have. Anonymous. I think it's best that you left that anonymous. I think that was a smart decision for your own safety. Life's not always fair, such is life. I'm really disappointed with the staff and doctor at, I don't know how to say that, Traralgon Medical Center for their lack of empathy and professionalism. I had an appointment today and was utterly shocked by how I was treated. I arrived a bit late as I had to hold a few students back for 10 minutes after class. When I got there, the waiting only had 10 to 7 people in it. I went to the receptionist, explained my situation, and asked to be seen immediately because I had an important family dinner to attend afterward. Okay. Yeah, I see where this story's going. The receptionist told me that since I was late, my doctor marked me as a no-show and took the next patient. The receptionist said that I would have to wait another 50 minutes or reschedule. I was taken aback by her lack of understanding. They were probably taken aback by your lack of understanding. I told her that my dinner was very important as we had to cancel our luncheon yesterday and I couldn't afford to miss tonight's dinner. She just apologized insincerely and repeated that I could either reschedule or wait. I then walked down the hall to see if I could find a doctor, oh God, who could take me immediately. One doctor told me to go back to the waiting area and wait. I tried to explain my situation, but she didn't seem to care and just kept repeating that I had to wait in the waiting area. Yeah. Other patients in the waiting room started whispering and giving me judgmental looks. I will admit that I began to raise my voice, but for a good reason. I was asking for someone to understand my situation and see me quickly. Instead of helping, I was told to either sit down or leave because I was making other patients uncomfortable. I plan to report this, of course, to the AHPRA tomorrow morning. I have the names of the receptionist and the doctor. I hope they change their appointment process to be more flexible for people with tight schedules and important obligations. If you know any better doctors, please let me know ASAP. I think she wins first place in this entire video so far. She takes the gold medal. The entitlement. It's hard to comprehend that someone can genuinely be that entitled and feel like they've done nothing wrong. That's concerning. I feel this, OP. Original poster, I think, original post. I told my boyfriend's parents that I won't ever get in their car if it has leather seats. They eventually bought a new car with cloth seats. I also wouldn't sit on their leather couches in their house, so they eventually replaced them with cloth couches. I'm shocked by how much they've changed over the 3 years that my boyfriend and I have been vegan. Oh, this is a vegan issue. I was wondering what was with the leather. Okay. I always tell people when I'm uncomfortable and why. It seems to make a huge change in my family. My mom has been vegan for a year now. My best friend and her kids went vegan in February this year. My dad stopped eating all land mammals and dairy. My brother just stopped eating animals. I've changed the minds of multiple people in my life. Ex-boyfriends, ex-colleagues, etc. And I'm shocked at how much change I've already caused. So be yourself, be open. Show how sad it makes you. Show how mad it makes you. Tell people how it affects you. Watch the world change. Watch the psychopaths disappear from your life. Watch the good people do right by you. You'll find the people that love you will stay and the people that are fake will leave. But yeah, I got a bit off topic here, but I feel you. Doing animal rights activism is the best thing you can do to end the hell on earth for animals, even if it's just within your social circle. It's still activism and can end up saving hundreds, if not thousands, of innocent lives. Thank you, OP, for caring. I can see that you care. It's caring people that change the world, not immediately, but one act of kindness at a time. Okay, well, that's a bit much. However, I got nothing against vegans. I was actually vegan for a period of time. Simply when we were testing out all my stomach issues, I had to go plant-based. So I was vegan for quite a while. I miss chicken, that's for sure. I don't care if you're vegan. I think it's great. I think standing up for animal rights, you want to do that? By all means. But why do we got to push our beliefs on other people? That's what I don't get. That's the part where it's like, can't you just be a vegan and I not be a vegan? We can't just all have our own opinion and way of living? No, not down here on Earth. Not in 2025. No opinions are allowed, if you missed the memo. Shame on the man at Woolworth's, sure, and the woman at the till for verbally abusing and assaulting me. Apparently, I pushed in even though he wasn't in line at the time. He rudely told me that his trolley by the register meant he was coming back as he had to grab milk. I explained that since he wasn't there, I would check out first and he needed to wait. He then walked past me, nearly knocking me over, grabbed his trolley, and tried to start checking out. I put my items on the conveyor before he could, but the cashier said I needed to wait my turn because he was there first and tried handing my items back to me. I found this unfair and asked to speak to the manager. Of course you did. Who sided with the man and said he could check out first. I blocked him from putting down his items as it was unfair. I was then asked to leave for causing a disturbance and threatened with building security. All because this man wanted a bag of milk. As I was leaving, the man made a snarky remark. If you had waited your turn, we both would have been out by now. I waited for him to exit the building to note his number plate in case it's needed. This has been reported to the police with his number plate handed over. I have slim pickings when it comes to choosing my words because everything I say is not going to be nice, and they say that if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. So I'm basically gonna sit here silent. We can't even just let someone go grab an item they forgot. We can't just be like, of course, let me hold your spot in line. No, God forbid, that would just be too nice. Hi, my name is, and some of you may know, my wife and I have a cabin in this area that we currently rent out through Airbnb. What you may not know is that we don't have a chainsaw carving of Sasquatch holding an American flag while riding an orca whale. No, I may not know that. That is the most random thing I've ever read. And it makes me want to throw up a little bit. Our cabin has nearly everything needed for an amazing weekend, but I can't even take this seriously. But what it doesn't have is a Sasquatch holding an American flag while riding an orca whale. We need this carving and our cabin needs this. Wait, we need this carving and our cabin needs this carving. We need it. We won't survive without it. Unfortunately, my wife won't let me spend this much money. So you don't need it that bad. So I need to reach out for some help. For your charitable donation, you can sleep good knowing you have helped me buy the most epic, badass chainsaw carving ever made. This is your opportunity to know you've helped bring an American masterpiece to its rightful resting spot, the mascot, an absolute treasure of the Primitive Park Lodge. America! F yeah! Support my GoFundMe here. I would share the GoFundMe if I could see it, in case any of you wants to put this statue in its rightful resting place. If I knew how to carve, I would make you one. I really would. Just because this is so insane. My daughter's father has a new girlfriend and a new job. He's doing really well. He always gives me money. He even helps with my other kids who aren't his. Bless him. But since his new girlfriend came into the picture, he still gives me money and takes his daughter every weekend. But he brings the girlfriend. Okay. I don't like her, and I told him to break up with her. He won't. So now he's going on child support. Shame on you. What's a reasonable amount to ask the court? I'm a stay-at-home mom and would like to stay a stay-at-home mom. Also, my current boyfriend is a stay-at-home dad. The irony. And we need the support since we aren't working. Oh my God. Do you know how lucky you are to have a dad that shows up financially for his children and shows up in their life without even having to be asked, and also helps you out with kids that aren't even his? That's beautiful. You're gonna do all that because he has a new girlfriend that you don't like? You're with someone else. What's it to you? Who cares? None of your business. And just the cherry on top about you want to be a stay-at-home mom and your boyfriend also doesn't work. Tell your boyfriend to get a job. Why don't you get a job? I'm annoyed. 5K. 5K what? You're offering 5K? Yes, please. You're asking me to sell you a car I have listed for 30K to give the car to you 25K less than the asking price? For 5K, I'll let you sit on the car for 10 minutes. That's funny. The sass is so appreciated here. We are all in this club, okay? I get it says Sassy Girls Club, but it is come one, come all, okay? I love that response. Very sarcastic. So friends, riddle me this. I'm a dog sitter / trainer. The woman I am sitting for is awesome, but she invited her friend with 2 kids to use her pool anytime. I come home from a day at work and these kids are here making noise in the pool and she wants to chit chat. How do I tell my client I'm kind of pissed about them invading my space and pace without ruining the relationship? I'm so angry. Not to mention, she still hasn't said anything. It's been 3 days into watching them and she comes every day. It's 4th of July. I wanted to invite my friends over, my child-free friends, and she's here. This is interesting. How does that work? I can't even pretend I know how that works because I've never had to hire a dog sitter. If you're there to sit and train a dog, you're not house sitting. Like, is that included when you're sitting, that it's the house is kind of your space but it's their house so they can have whoever they want there? How does that work? You guys, from your experience or knowledge, let me know your thoughts. All right, we got a Facebook post, no beginner level, 3 to 5+ years experience only. Now, I'm not even gonna read the rest, and I'm calling it now. It's gonna be about a photographer or a babysitter, but I think it's gonna be a photographer. Looking for a wedding photographer that will not take me for a ride. I only need you for 2 hours during my niece's wedding. I'm paying $25 an hour for I'm paying $25 an hour for 2 hours, $50 total, and you get free catered food and one, in caps, just one, free drink. If your photos are to my standards, I'll tip you an additional $25 after reviewing your final edits. Yes, this will include editing too. You're out of your fucking mind. No paying you $500 for 2 hours of your time for a hobby, not a skill. Inflation is out of control. Wedding is in October. You will be dressed appropriately and timely. Message for more details. Okay, so it's a hobby, not a skill, but you're saying no beginner level, 3 to 5 years experience. For a hobby, not a skill. Okay, well, you use your little camera phone then and take your own pictures. All right, so we got a beach. No kite flying. This area, okay, wait, what? No kite flying, no dogs on beach. And then we have a person with a dog on the beach. This beach sounds like it sucks. No dogs and no kite flying. Well, what kind of fun is that? Anyways, maybe I should read why. Maybe there's a valid reason why we can't have any fun on this beach. This area is a critical habitat for the protected western snowy plover. Kites resemble hovering hawks, which may frighten birds off their nests. Repeated abandonment will harm their chances of nesting successfully. Interesting, that is not what I thought the reason would be. And what about dogs? Why can't we have dogs on the beach? Because they poo and pee everywhere? The person is in fact bringing their dog to this beach. I see other dogs! Wait a second. In the top left corner, if you zoom in, is that not more dogs down there by the water? Okay, so no one wants to follow these rules. Refusing to go inside to complain about his order. Line is packed, refused to move until they helped him, blocking the line. stood here for about 10 minutes until they had to help him because he was blocking cars. There's a reason I don't get put in these situations. I think the universe has my back. They're like, we cannot mix her with a Karen. We can't do it. It won't be healthy for anybody. Let's hydrate though on a positive note. Drink your water. Take a sip. You probably haven't taken one sip today and that's okay. But I'm just here to remind you because it's good for you. Cheers. That goes for my editors too. Drink your water. Hope you have a good day. In need of a male roommate, preferably attractive, that would pay all the rent. I have 3 children, so it would have to be at least a 4-bedroom house in the blank area between here and blank with no pets or smoking/drinking issues. So you want a boyfriend. Maybe a boyfriend without all the things that come with a boyfriend. That's what you're looking for. Someone to pay your bills and a little bit of eye candy for yourself. Insane. Help protect rare plants. Stay on the trail. Do not go over rock walls. Maybe they didn't see the sign. 2 years ago, my husband's brother was staying with us. I made Halloween candy bags for a party and said all leftovers were for me to hand out to my customers the next day. This makes the 6th empty candy bag I found that his brother swore he didn't eat. He stuffed it in my childhood memory box. How old is your husband's brother? And to not even get rid of the evidence, you're gonna leave the evidence within their home? Come on, rookie mistake. Not that I think you should do it anyway. Rude. Massive name and shame to Office Max Australia. Selling whiteboard and permanent markers that look exactly the same ruined my whiteboard, reported it to the ACCC. Those are the markers in question? How do those look the same? Like they do, but they also don't. To clear a few things up regarding my previous post. Yes, if I had looked at the marker more thoroughly, I would have known the difference. However, oh, there's a however to that? I shouldn't have to spend 10 minutes trying to distinguish between permanent and whiteboard markers. 10 minutes. It took you 10 minutes. There's pictures at the bottom here. I'll see if it takes me 10 minutes to decipher. This is Office Max's fault for making the markers and packaging look almost identical. I just went to Officeworks to purchase a new whiteboard, $290 down the drain because of their mistake. As you can see in the images below, the shape and design are the same and I rarely have them in the pack. Sounds like a you problem. To everyone saying that the difference is obvious, if you're not thinking about it, you don't think to check. A report has been filed with the ACCC and Scam Watch. You are crazy. Oh my God, look at the packages. Look at the packages. Here I was thinking the permanent and whiteboard would be really small on the package. Not to mention, the actual design is different on the marker. I can't believe it. The person who read that report must have had a very good laugh that day. What would you do in this situation? My 7-week-old baby needed to be changed. We stopped at Burger King to get some dinner. No baby changing station in either the men's or women's restroom. I wasn't going to let him sit in a poopy diaper, so seeing as no one was in the dining area, I decided to lay a blanket out and change him on a table. Oh. After taking our order and my husband paying, I was almost done. I was putting his diaper on him. The employees told us we can't do that. We said, you don't have a changing table, and he needed to be changed. I'm not changing my child on the floor, not on the nasty bathroom floor or the nasty restaurant floor. I chose a table that clearly was dirty as well, knowing it would need to be wiped down anyways, plus I put a blanket down. They proceeded to yell, saying they will kick us out, the health department will shut them down, and that customers will walk in and see our baby naked. It's not about seeing the baby naked, I'm just thinking about the poopy diaper that's being changed on a table that people eat. They gave us our order and we left. I tried the Burger King support chat, but every time it got to my contact info, it wouldn't load up. I called the health department, but it's after hours, so I had to leave a message. I'm a FTM and genuinely curious what everyone else thinks about the situation. I'm not going to stop changing my baby and carry him with no diaper across the street to change him on a changing table at a different store when I'm already almost done. Here's what I will say. First and foremost, I do think that restaurants should all have a changing table to change your baby. I'm not a mom, but I can imagine things happen, you're on the run, there should be a spot for you to change your baby. And I know a lot of bathrooms do have them, but a lot of them don't have them. So I do think that could be a very useful thing in all public bathrooms, right? However, parents out there, customers out there, if you're not a parent, what do you think about? I get the health concern, but I also get, I gotta change my baby's diaper. Father-in-law sends me this text on the date of my newborn's delivery after an emergency induction. Us being up for 36 hours, wife having complications, and baby needing to go to NICU. Here's the text. Today, a very special life-changing event happened. Our beautiful daughter had a healthy baby and all went well, thank God. But we were not allowed to see her or the baby. One of our lives' most happy and beautiful days was also our saddest day. We couldn't see her or the baby and have no idea what the baby's name is. So sad. Want to celebrate and tell the whole world but can't. We continue to pray for you. Hope your child/children never do this to you guys. P.S. But our air conditioner is ready, the baby and mom. I'm sorry, why is this about you? There's more, by the way. There's another part. Morning. So sad that you, my wife and his daughter, never got back to us since yesterday. Been a little preoccupied, okay? And what a stupid hospital that they wouldn't tell the patient's father if you're still in without your approval. Even animals have feelings for their family. You guys need therapy. We haven't slept for 3 days since your call at 12:35 a.m. on the 22nd. You really hurt us badly, the ones that love you and do everything for you. So sad. Poor baby that hasn't been held by grandma, the one who sat for hours outside the delivery room and was pushed away that day, not allowed to see him or his daughter. You keep pushing away the ones who love you and help you. Your choice. Enjoy. Insane. So who do you think you're helping in this situation by sending these messages? Do you think that helps? Mom, your daughter, or the baby? Think about the trauma they just went through and that they're probably still dealing with. Maybe it's not the top priority to text father-in-law back. Oh my God, that's crazy. Insane. Parents out there, women who have been pregnant. Am I losing my mind? That's crazy. Let me know your thoughts. Stay classy out there, stay sassy, and I'll see you tomorrow.